Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy New Year. I hope this video finds you all well and enjoying this weekend, this break, coming to the end of it. For us, tomorrow is the last day. And then Tuesday, it's back to school, back to work, all of the things. Anyway, this weather is so weird in Birmingham. It was like 75 yesterday, and now it's like 64 and kind of weird chill, but then like it's going to get cold and then it may snow. And everybody, I'm sure, is going to have runny noses from all this weird weather. It's so bizarre. Well, God bless you, Brian Banks. I made my peanut butter balls yesterday, my protein balls. I shared those with you guys. I think I'm going to make a 1-sheet Greek chicken pan meal tonight, if you'd like me to share that recipe. I've just been out walking, and I did 3 miles. I'm doing the plank challenge with Olivia. We're also doing 30 days of gratitude. So I'm going to do that as well. But excited to be back with you guys. And I wanted to tell you something that I learned while talking to my therapist. It really is amazing how people can give you different perspective. And she actually said this to me a while back, and I put it in my notes, and it's only in my life coaching studies that it kind of came back to me. But one of the things about childhood trauma, whether it's emotional abuse or abandonment or estranged parent or substance abuse parents or whatever, is that a lot of times trauma is associated with the bad things that happen. Someone dies, someone's absent, someone leaves. One of the things that she mentioned to me is trauma is also the mourning of the good things that didn't happen. And that is really fucking profound if you think about it. A lot of times when we see people post things, say with their mothers, my mother is my best friend, I don't know where I would be without her. The pain that we feel, the trauma we feel in that moment if we have issues with our mothers, is not necessarily tied to the bad things our mothers did, but the lack of good things that we have to celebrate, the things that we missed. For example, my dad died, as you know, and so a lot of times I point back to the death of my father as the trauma in my life. But truthfully, it's all of the good things I didn't have with my father that have caused much more pain than his actual death. So for example, the last 6 months of his life, he was sick. And so there was a lot of things, he couldn't come to my soccer games at school or whatever. But I think about him not walking me down the aisle. There's trauma in that. There's pain in that. Him not seeing his grandchildren. Him, it's the absence that I have felt so profoundly in the last 2.5 decades. Not so much his death, though his death was traumatic. But a lot of times, and death is a little bit different, but if you look at like an abandonment issue, somebody's father, let's say, left when they were a child. A lot of times they're mourning that their father wasn't there to teach them how to tie a tie, that their father wasn't there to shake their hand at the end of the aisle or whatever. It's a lot of the good things. And, every time something good in your life happens and the parent that you've had to set boundaries with or cut off or estranged from or died or abandoned or left or whatever isn't there for those happy moments, there's a little piece of that trauma that gets pulled open. And, it takes a lot of work to do a lot of healing to get to a place where you can experience good things in your life where a parent should be part of it and be okay with the fact that they're not. So I've just been thinking about this a lot, and, look, I don't handle a lot of things well. I've been telling you guys this for 6.5 years or whatever it's been. I'm a runner. As soon as something feels too emotionally heavy for me, and I can handle a lot. My cross can be very heavy before I give. But once the cross feels too heavy, I'm done. And a lot of times I cause my own suffering because cutting people out of my life doesn't just hurt them, it hurts me too. I still have to go through the mourning process. I still have to grieve them. I still have to have a little piece of trauma that rips open every time something happens and they're not there. Even if I understand why I've had to make the decision, even if I was at my breaking point, even if they're not healthy for me, cutting people off and dealing with that is still traumatic. So I just wanted to give you that perspective and share that with you, since I also am holding on to that and using that. And that's that. The hell was that? Anyway, we got some serious crows around here. I am going to go get dressed and make another cup of coffee because I want to. And as Tabitha would say, that's my business. And I did my plank challenge already. And I'm just going to enjoy my day, take it easy. All the Christmas stuff has been packed up. And I'm going to cook later, so I'll show you guys what I'm cooking if you want to see. And I love you guys so much. I hope this perspective was at least validating, if nothing else, truly. It was so eye-opening for me. I was like, damn. Okay. I love you guys very much. Have a great, great day.